Nearly knocked my cup off there. Hello, hello. All exciting. I've got everything laid out for you. So yeah, let's hope we get some people to join us. I'm actually 2 minutes early, but it's fine. Here we go. Oh, let's see if I can get myself on here. There we go. There we go. So we've got Mary, we've got Lynn. I can't see any others, but hi, thank you for joining me. I'm going to pop that up there so I can see the comments. Paul should be on downstairs as well. Hi, Yvonne. He's popped a link on, which will take you directly to the Dragons Papercraft website where the new arrivals are, and all of the new stuff is there, which is fabulous, all in one place. We've got something for everyone. We've got a bundle deal, and we've got separate deals as well. We've got some other bits of new stock. So I've got quite a lot to show you, but also I want to make quite a lot as well. So hopefully we'll be, yeah, it'll be a busy hour. Let's say that. Let's see what we've got coming through. You've caught me. Yay, Shani. Nice to have you here. Hi to Pam and Gemma and Vanessa and Jill and Susan. Lots of you now. That's good. We're coming on. Oh, there's Catherine as well. Hi to you all. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to spin the camera so that you can see the product while everybody's joining. And I won't race off too quick because I know what it's like. Sometimes you're a couple of minutes late and then you've missed the best bit. Well, it's all going to be good. So let's spin you around. Get this right. I don't know why that's wobbly. Why is that wobbly, Hazel? If that slips around, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm scared now. I'm just not going to touch it. This is a new one, and I feel like it's just going to swing. Right, I'm just not going to touch it. I'll move my mat so I'm in position. Okay, so we've got everybody there. Let me just... there we go. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Right then. So this is our spring meadow. I'm just going to make sure that we're all here. Obviously, after I finish the live, it will get saved to the top of the page under featured. And I'll also share it onto Dragons Papercraft page and then onto my YouTube channel. So if you're watching on catch up, thank you for catching up, and I hope you love the product as much as I do. So we're going to start, I think we'll start with the papers. So first of all, we have got an 8x8 design paper pad. You've got 12 designs, and in there we have, it's normally 3 or 4 of each. Yes, 3 of each. So you've got some plainer kind of designs at the back. Really lovely springy colours though. You've got lovely detail there. You love it already. I'm with you. Absolutely with you. Now, this is kind of like a parquet flooring design. Bear that in mind. Remember that, because in a bit, when we get through here, I'll show you something else that's new. And then you've got that lovely wood grain. And then the pink pattern design. I love these. These are so nice for picking out certain bits. And you'll see when I make one of the cards later on, I've used this paper and it's gorgeous. And then we've got the butterflies and floral designs down the side. Really nice kind of warm colours. Lovely designs. Then you've got like your bird houses and your birds. Oh, I love this. And then that one too. So that is your papers. I'm going to put them down there. And then what we've got is a mixed paper pad. Now, on previous collections, you've absolutely loved this pad as well. I've just seen a question come up from Wendy. Do you have the Studio Light magazine? Yes, we do have some Studio Light magazines. If when you are placing an order, you want a magazine, write it in the comments. There's usually a little box where you can add a comment. And if you put in there, can you put me a Studio Light magazine in? We can send it out with... Hang on one sec. Yeah? Oh, okay. I'm crossed. Let me just rewind. I thought you meant the Studio Light stock magazine, which is the first quarter of all of the new products that are coming out. But whilst we're on it, I'll tell you about it. If you want one of these so that you can look through and tick off the stuff when you get it, by all means, when you place an order, add in the comments that you would like a magazine, and we'll pop one in with your order. So this is the one that we're looking at. And I'll give you a quick sneaky peek at page 16, just because it would be rude not to. Oh, would you look at that? That's my new collection coming out in March. So I'll just shut that off. Now, Paul's just reminded me, Studio Light have got a magazine out with Practical Publishing. That's, I think it's something like $14.99. They're available in your supermarkets. WH Smith, Tesco's, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, all of those, you'll get one of those. So if you're after one of them, that's where you'd need to go for that. So I hope I've answered your question, Wendy. I don't know which magazine you meant, but I'm hoping I've covered both angles. Right, back to the beautiful collection. So, the mixed paper pad. This is a little bit different. So, in here, you've got lots of die cut elements that make pockets and different pokey bits in there. So, you've got, and they're double-sided as well. Okay, so you can choose whichever side you want to use. Again, you're getting 3 sheets of each design. I'm going to lift that up. Saw your new collection in my copy. Love it. And so, oh, me too, honestly. I've been making samples and I'm just like, I can't wait to show you. So these bits, look, you've got all little die cut hearts that pop out. And then you've got, these are little envelopes. Let me just pull my one out, because I bought a fresh set home so that you didn't have to look at all of the bits and pieces. Right. These little envelopes are so cute. Just pop them out. Everything's all scored ready. And then you can just make yourself a beautiful little envelope there. You can have like little florals bursting out of it. You can pop a little message in there. So you have got 12 of those, because you're getting 3 sheets and there's 4 designs on each, and they're all double-sided. And then you go on to these larger ones. Now, I have got one of those put together. Look at that. I'd say that's just short of, oh no, it is 5 inches square, that one. So a really, really nice size. So again, 3 sheets of those, all double-sided. And then you've got these lovely kind of longer ones. So you've got longer tags that will fit into a longer envelope. These are going to be brilliant. Maybe you're doing a journal page and you want to pop it on there. Maybe you want to put it on the back of like a concept card, and then you can write your little message in here. So they're really nice. Lots of those. And then you've got more, again, pockets that pop out that are double-sided. Little Heidi envelopes for messages. And then we go on to lots of different toppers, which will fit in all of the different envelopes. Now, you'll recognise the images because they follow through in the paper pad. And I love that about Studio Light. I love that everything works together. Then you've got longer toppers. If there's any spaces at the bottom, they've put you lots of different messages there that you can chop out. So you get 3 sheets of those. And then some on the landscape. And then these smaller ones, these are going to fit inside this little size envelope. So you've got plenty of those. And then you've got some larger messages as well. And then into all different size and shape tags, all with that same beautiful designs going through. And then at the back, you've got lots of lovely sayings, quotes and sentiments, like let love grow, happy birthday, you are my happy flower, celebrate today, dance with the butterflies. There's so many in different colours, and it's all the same sayings repeated all the way down. And then at the bottom, you've got Heidi, extra bits as well. So a really, really nice pad. Now I have got like singular prices. That mixed paper pad is £8.99, and the, let me just bring that back in. So I've just put that on the wrong pile. Right, that's mine. The paper pad is £9.99 on its own. That mixed paper pad is £8.99 on its own. And then we have got the elements pad. Now this has got over 400 elements in it, and these are all die cut. They're all going to go in with the designs of the papers, and they've got just a lovely kind of, these ones have got a halo of white around, and I think it's really nice because it really stands out, and you can add a bit of ink to them. Lots of different sentiments added in. Love this. I love that, and I did actually make a card out of it. I'll show you them at the end though. So yeah, 2 sheets of each design, lots and lots of elements. I think this collection covers so many different styles. There really is something in here for everyone. So that's your element pad, and that one is £6.99, unless you buy it as part of the big bundle, and then you're saving lots of money. Okay, so next up we have got the house card die. So this one, this is quite interesting because it's going to cut you a really nice little house card, or you can cut it up the middle, and you've got like bunting, a really nice shaped bunting, or maybe it's a jean pocket because you're going to make a mail card. There's so many options. And then you've got different mats and layers that are going to go on there. So you've got this size and this size, which will then mount onto here. No, pick the wrong size up. There's a smaller one. There's one that goes in between. I bet I haven't got it there, have I? We'll see it as we go through. So you've got a plain edge and then this lovely stitched one. So it will mat and layer and then go on to the front of the card. So this could become a house. It could become a bird house. So many opportunities. Really loved playing with this one. So that's your house card, and that one is £16.99 on its own. Now we've got 2 more die sets. If you are going to opt for this one, I would highly recommend popping this one in your basket too, because this makes the house. You've got the windows with the shutters, and then you've got that lovely roof there, and then the little hole for the birdies to go in and out of. So combined with that, you can make cards like this. How gorgeous is that? So loving the images from the papers. She's just there in the background. I've done the window from both sides there, a little peep through, because I think that's really nice that you can see her through the window underneath. We've got some die cut elements from the pad there, and then them lovely shutters. And then I just popped a little happy birthday on there. So a really nice die set, that one. And we'll be looking at that one in our demos. And then the last die is this one. This is Spring Florals. And what you get in here, you've got grass, you've got different foliages, and then different flower heads and some butterflies. And these are brilliant for dressing your houses, just using on their own or with the die cut pad. They just work really, really well. Nice little set. That one on its own is £9.99, and you're getting a lot of dies in there. So that's those. I'm just going to have a little sip of my tea. Every cup of tea I make just recently goes cold. Now, we have got, I'm going to show you these all together because I did stamp them all out and colour them in because I just needed to. The first set is called Florals. And what that gives you, if I turn it over, you've got these really nice floral elements and a lovely bit of script in there. So the A6 stamp sets are £6.99. And then you've got this one, just something a little bit different. I just think so usable. Life is better with you. It absolutely is. Spread your wings. And I was just going to read this one, but it's actually saying combine with interactive cutting dies to make the card below. Meaning, can you see that picture there? The little slider one. It's just giving you another option to use the stamps with. If you bought that slider card die, these are going to look fabulous with it. So that's that one. And then we've got two little A7 sets. The one on the left, we've got flowers bloom. So a little bloom of flowers with a nice sentiment that says, in the meadow, she blooms like a flower. And that looks like that. And then this one is the butterfly, and it says, dance with the butterflies. And it's a gorgeous butterfly. Ordered the extra papers. Love the colour palette to brighten up the end of the week. I'm with you there, Shani. Absolutely. It's a gorgeous colour palette. It's warming. And I don't know, when I looked at it, it just made me... I was excited because I was thinking, I can't wait for spring to come. I really can't. Hi, Jackie. Nice of you to join us. Rush back. Do you know what I did, Jackie? We took Milo out for a walk and I raced back. And I was like, oh, it's 10-2. So all of the stamps I've just stamped down there and just coloured them in, but really, yeah, I love them. I love the fact that we've got the script because it's great for the background. So yeah, they're little, so £6.99 for the A6 ones and £4.99 for the A7 ones. Now, that is your full collection. If you love what you see and you want to go for the full collection, there is a saving of over 10%, which is more than £10, and you're getting it postage free. So a real good deal. Now I'm going to show you a few samples. We showed you that one. Here's another one. I kind of like the real rustic feel to this. I've added some brown ink and I've gone for ground espresso on this one. Just added a touch around the outside. We've got that lovely script in the background. A bit of sisal in the background as well. And I've just put spring is in the air because, yeah, it's coming. I was going to say it'll soon be Christmas, but I just... I don't want it to be Christmas. I want it to be summer. So that is just onto the house card. And then look, there's your 3 layers. So that's a real nice simple one. We've got that one in coordination with the die sets. And then this one, I just wanted to do a quick simple. I don't very often do clean and simple cards. And these, with using the die cut element pad, which is this one, that is one die cut element. I've got a little bit of ink, a few flicks, a bit of that script, and life is better with you. Sometimes you just need to send that card that's a little pick-me-up to somebody, don't you? And then this is one of them gorgeous stamps. Now, in the background, you'll see some butterflies because we had a couple of masks. Now, I'm not going to lie, they're quite low in stock. So I'm just going to quickly show you what I used. This butterfly pattern mask. I just popped a little bit of that in the background, but it's got some ink and some of the script as well. So that one's really lovely. And then some other new products, which really go hand in hand, are the printed acetate sheets. That's okay, Donna, you're here now. So in here, there are 6 sheets. And you are going to get, if I hold this up for you, you're going to get 2 sheets of butterflies, 2 sheets of flowers and 2 sheets of vines. And if I grab, I'm just going to get a piece of black card so that I can hold, so you can see. There is your vines. 2 of those. Look at those for butterflies. Gorgeous butterflies. And don't forget your acrylic markers. You could go on the back of these as well and add a hint of colour. And then there's your almost, well, like your spring flowers there. And you're getting 2 of those. So that's the first set. Now, I'm sorry because I didn't look how much they were, but they are loaded onto the website under the new section. And then we have got this one, which is called Textured Patterns. Now, remember when I was showing you through the pattern papers and I said, oh, there's kind of like a parquet flooring. There you go. So you've got that one, 2 of. You've got 2 of that beautiful wood grain. Sorting out all your stuff from workshop this morning, Fran. And then there is your script. You've got 2 sheets of that as well. So really nice sets. And I think useful, you know, if you want to make shaker cards, dome fronted cards. You've got everything you need in them packs. So I'm just going to pop them to the side. Now we have also got plain acetate. I don't feel like I've got one to hand, but just A4 acetate. These are also brand new. And I did, what did I put? Right, so these should be £8.99, but they've got 10% off, introductory offer, £8.09. So we have got, these are A4. You've got mixed media pad. Now this is 300 GSM, hot pressed, acid and lignin free, and it's suitable for various paints, markers and pencils. It's a lovely quality. It's got like a bit of a tooth to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's really nice. All of that there. And that is, how many sheets? 25 sheets in there. So that's the mixed media paper. Well, it says paper. That one was 300 GSM. This one, the watercolour, this is 260, and this is hot pressed. It's acid and lignin free, and it's suitable for water-based mediums to get that movement on your card. Now this has got more of a texture. You might be able to pick that up. Let's see. I'm going to look at it on the iPad. Yeah, I can see that. A real nice texture to that. So yeah, really good value. That is fabulous value. Do you know what? I was just thinking about that. One other thing I want to point out before we get into making is these stamps that we launched, must be a couple of 3 weeks ago. These are all going to tie in with the collection as well. You've got the bird houses and the birds. You've got more different foliages that you can do, silhouettes. You've got your birds. And then the flower lady. So if you haven't yet, but we're thinking about it, I think they will go in beautiful with this collection. And also there is just a few left of the Spring Serenade and the Blooming Spring paper card, spit it out, card making paper pads. Whew! These are the ones where you've got your card design and you've got everything there to pop out and make your card, and each pad makes 12 cards. That's those. And then the Blooming Spring, this one is, it's got die cuts, it's got toppers, it's got pattern papers. And I think they're £8.09, but I couldn't be certain, don't hold me to it. Right then, let's have a look. Who wants to make something? Let's get to the end of the comments and see if I've missed any questions. Sorting out your stuff, so that's fine, you don't have to be sorry. That's cool. I saw your order come through, Shani, thank you. Right, let's move these to the side and just bring in, I'm going to bring in a pile of bits, okay? I think we'll start with this card. And I can bring you a little bit lower, like so. I'm worried that the thing's going to spin round now. And I'm going to point my light better. There you go. Because it's getting a little bit dark in here. So, I did start to prep it a little bit. But then I stopped. Because I thought, no, I'll just make this live on air. Now, this element here, just like that, came from my book. Yeah, there you go. I've took her out there, look. And I saw her and I thought, oh, she is lovely. And I'm certain that there was a pattern paper, which there was. So I've got a piece of the pattern paper and I've got my topper and I thought, yeah, these are going to work. So I grabbed a sheet of the green card from the background and it's kind of like a marbly finish. And I've cut myself from, this was one of those beautiful new die sets that came in. It's called Floral Oval. This is actually the same size as the topper. So the next one, the scalloped, is this one. And then this lovely daisy border is this one. So I thought, do you know what? They are going to look beautiful on there together. So I've got those elements, and then I thought I'm going to absolutely use a piece of that lovely acetate because it would be rude not to. And then I grabbed myself a sheet of my Media Artist card because it's a nice thickness, and I've cut that down. It's nearly cold. So it's 20.5 that way, and it's 15 that way. And then I've cut my paper down to 14.5 by 20. And the reason I did that was because my acetate measures 20.5 and I wanted to make an acetate printed card. So I thought that would be super easy. And that's what we're going to go and do. So I'm going to grab myself my scoreboard. And I'm just going to score this acetate at 15 centimetres. Where's my score thing? I've put it somewhere really safe. Okay, so I want it to be that way. I'm going to fold it. In fact, when you're scoring acetate, you need something a little bit stronger. Oh, not that in there. Give it a few goes, because this is quite a thick acetate, this one. And then I can just gonna take that out of the way. And I'm just going to crease that way. And I'm going to crease it back the other way. Perfect. And because I quite like, I'm terrible at this, if I start a theme I can't get off it, but I'm going to use some brown ink around the edge just because I think it just works really nice with it. I could have used green, yellow, a pink if I'd have wanted to, but I quite like the rustic feel that the brown gives me. So give that a little touch of ink around the edge. And then I'm going to add that straight on to my backing. Put my pin somewhere safe. I don't want to lose it. And then I can get my nice equal border around there. I do have a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. So there's my base. Now, for my acetate, I'm going to pop that over there and I'm going to stick it to the back. But what I am going to do is use some red liner tape. And then I'm going to hide what I've done. So I'm just going to pop a couple of bits. Scissors. Ooh. Couple of bits on there. And then make sure my butterflies are up the right way, because that would annoy me if they were upside down. And then just pop that over. Now, I didn't want to see the strips of tape up the back. So the strip of paper that I cut off of here, because that was in my 8x8 book, I'm actually going to turn that over and adhere that onto the back just to hide it and kind of bring a bit of the front round the side, if that makes sense. We're just going to add a little bit of ink on the back of there as well. And it's quite nice because when you look at the papers, you spot something new. I wonder if, I bet I won't be able to do that. Somebody can't find us. They're trying to find us. I don't know why they can't. So like this piece, for instance, I've just noticed you've got the bits of script in there as well. And it just really, really suits it. So now, because I'm going to go on top of that acetate, I think I am going to just do a couple of runs of this down there. Like so. Like so. I wonder, no, I'm not going to try and be clever. I'm looking for my tweezers now. There we are. Let's take those off. There we go. And then get this the right way round. I'm going to put that up to the... Now, there'll be a little border top and bottom, so I might give it the same border at the side, just so it all matches. There we go. So now we've got a little bit at the back there. And then we'll start on this topper. I'm going to keep that crisp, the green. Just position that down. Notice I haven't quite poked out all of the dots. And then again, we'll have a little bit of ink. It's weird because there's so much in the collection that I've got to do more than one demo, because I've got to cover stamps, I've got to cover die cuts. That tea absolutely is nearly cold. When is your new collection out? You're right, yeah, 11th of March. Here, I'm launching on this Facebook page on the 11th of March, and I am excited. Okay, so, I mean, just looking at that, I just think that is so pretty with the daisies around there. But it's just we're gonna have something to focus on the front, and then she's going to be peeking out the back as well. That's cool. The one thing that I didn't do was cut another one of those, but I can add that in afterwards. What I normally do is when I stick on acetate, I would stick that down, and then I would stick another one of these on the inside to hide the tape again. But also it would give you somewhere that you can write a message on, so that you don't have to write on here or on the back. And it's hidden, but it's there. So I know it's not going to be on my card, but it will be when I'm done, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put some red liner on here just to make sure that it's nice and secure. There we go. So then we're going to take this off. And I'm going to position this, and then we'll work around it. So I feel like I want to put that in the middle-ish. There we go. So let's just see if we get that love. And because it's such a nice sturdy acetate, you're not losing that design. So yeah, happy with that. Now I did pick out one of the little sentiments. It says dance with the butterflies, because we've got this lovely floral. Dance with the butterflies because we've got the butterflies around, not floral. And then what I wanted to do is look at the die cuts. So I've gone ahead and cut some die cuts. I didn't know what colours I wanted, so I've used some of the sheets from the back of the pad and just cut some. Now I've also obviously got everything that's in the die cut pad, but I just wanted to mix and match everything. Put that hinge back, I might need that on my next card. Okay. So I could look, and maybe these are lefty and righty, aren't they? I might want to pop a bit of a floral display. In fact, you know what? I want it down the bottom. Something just tells me I want it down the bottom. So I could mix these in here and then add a little bit of colour to bring out the colour of there. I'm going to do that and then add that sentiment on afterwards because it's getting in the way. Right, so a little bit. Glue. There. And normally I would lay this out, but I feel quite confident that these will stand out beautiful in the end. We'll pop that one slightly to the side. And then that perfect peachy butterfly. You watch when I come to do the last demo, I won't have any bits cut. I'll have to cut them all. Pop that one on. Beautiful. I think that is going to stand out there, but I think we need a few flowers. So, as luck would have it, I've got a few flowers. I'm just shaping them a little bit with my thumb. Pop one in there. And then we'll have that one going across there. I'm going to go slightly off to the side, trying to stay away from symmetry at the minute. That's a lie. Such pretty elements though. Now, have I got a yellow one? Should just be able to fit. Now they actually need a few little diamonds or pearls in the middle, which I'll try and grab in a minute. But already, that is so delicate and beautiful. Let's just get my cutting pad, because I feel like we have, if we're going to do something, we're going to do it properly. We have to finish it. I love the run of grass. That's gorgeous as well. So my cutting plate, my die, and I'm going to cut this. Now that's quite intricate. Will I need my, we'll soon find out. I'm just wondering if I need my metal in there. I'll reverse it just to make sure. and that will then finish us off on the inside. Perfect. I do love this machine. Okay. Just get your finger under and then it will release. Give that a little flick. There might be a few bits that you need to poke out. You normally have like a little brush that I just roll over it. There we go, that's that. So then, again, I will use the tape. I wonder if Kim managed to find us. There we go. Right. So if I open this up, and because I did a crease both ways, it makes it easier. Just line that up. Perfect. And that lines up with the front. Oh, I love it. So I could go ahead and put the layers on if I wanted to. But I think what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to keep that a little bit plainer and use just a scallop. And I'm just going to cut that. And I maybe just edge it in a little tiny bit of the ground espresso. Oh, I forgot to spin it. You want to see my setup? I've got this rack with, I'll try and show it you at the end, rather than explaining it. Right. That gives us that, and then we'll just have a little, oh, that's got a lot of ink on it. Okay. Just go with the flow, Hazel. A little bit of ink around there. It's a little bit more than I wanted on there, but it's fine. And then we can pop that on there. And there we have got, let me just grab my pearls. I'm sure I've got something. Oh, it's a little, yeah. Let's see if, will that go? That'll be fine. Nice little bit of a centre in them flowers. There we go. And we've got our first spring card with inside ready to write on there. So that was the first one I wanted to show you because it incorporated the acetate and that lovely Spring Meadow collection. And now we'll have a little look at the card. So if we use the house like so, and then we use this topper, what I did with these, you see, they're all the house cards, but I've chopped them up and I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to say spring. You could cut 6 of them and do lovely spring bunting for home decor. It would look gorgeous. So I got all excited about that and I cut them and I thought, there's no way I'm going to have time to do that. So that's what they're ready for. Is this my one? Yes. Let's choose ourselves a lovely die cut. You see, I love these. For a DL card, little bit of ink, these lovely little frames down there with a tiny sentiment. Simple, but really effective. You've got the little bits of grass there. I'm going to go for one of the I see, I want to just do, no, I'll do a different one. I've done that one and I've done that one. You see, there's too many to choose from, isn't there? Oh, go on then. Go on then, let's have this. I like this in the little wooden. There we go. And then something a little bit, maybe if we have a butterfly. So this is just keeping it simple using the die cut elements. And then lastly, I want to have a little play with the stamps. So you've got all of these elements. There's just so much. Is there a sentiment? Let's go enjoy the little things. What I love about this as well, look at all of these. These are going to fit straight into that die set. You've got nice tag shapes. And look, this one, there's one missing because how easy would it be to show you? Let's just bring that, look. Say you've got this, you put some grass down, and then you bring in all of your die cuts up the front. So easy to incorporate. Maybe you're going to have a cloudy sky with my Nature's Dream stencil that's got the background builder, or you've got a cloud stencil of your own you can build. I just think, yeah, you could even put then die cut a roof to put on there, and it just transforms it. They're so easy to put together, really are. I wasn't doing that one then. Let's do this one. Okay, so let's grab a stamp. I promised myself I was going to be tidy today. Didn't work. So we're going to take this script. I mean, me block's a bit big, but it was a case of whatever my hand touches first. So first of all, I'm just going to ink this up with a bit of, I'll stick with the same theme. And what I like to do is kind of just come down. I'm not pressing hard because I want it there, but not like overly. And then I'm going to pop a little bit more and maybe just a second gen up there. So I've got a bit of script going down the side. I could also dib into some of my other stamps and pop other bits there, but let's use this one. So it's not a silhouette stamp, but it's going to add a little bit of difference in the background. I'm going to have this maybe here, actually. So just in the background, a little bit more detail. It doesn't matter where I put my little block, but it's quite cute with those on. Just there. Okay, so that's those ones. And then I'm just gonna grab my dauber, take this around the edge. I'm going to give that a little bit of a shape. Let's grab some of my foam pads. So these ones are the new ones that are on the website. They come in a pizza box and they are £10.99 for 1,000, and they're 12 mil by 25 mil, I believe. The backs come off so easily as well, which is good. Right, I've got two little bits. Where's them tweezers? that need popping out. I've got them all. Right, so this time what I'm going to do, have I got a matte layer for this one? Or am I just going to put that on? Okay, I'm going to grab a colour, which is going to be Bundled Sage. And I'm going to grab another tool. Just going to add a little bit around the edge. I'll come up a bit higher. Like so. And then I might just do a few little flickety flicks. Because it's quite a light colour, it's just going to be subtle in the background. In fact, I'm probably going to doing all of this and you probably won't be able to see it, but I can, it's there. It's nice. Let me lift that up for you. Got those nice little flicks down there. Look at that big blob. I don't know where that big blob of water came from. What I could also do, I wonder if that'll, yeah, I'm just going to whiz a little bit of the ink that's on my brush in those flowers that I've stamped down. There's a lot of ink there, I didn't realise it was that much. Again, it's just for a little bit of background building up. Pop that down. It might start to react with the brown that I stamped in, but it's absolutely fine. And then I'm just going to knock that back a little bit. Okay. Decide where I'm going to pop my, I think it is going to have to be this side. That one onto there. And I did get a little, enjoy the little things. So there. Now for my, pulling the foam pad off, and I'm just gonna cut that off. Enjoy the little things. I'm going to put it on that side there, and then pop that on there. So again, if you want a quick, that one's flying. A quick, simple card. How effective is that? Lovely little background. We'll stick that one on. And then we're going to have a look at the house card. So I haven't put the other layer in the middle of that one. And we did have a little butterfly, but I think I need a bigger one than this. Let's have this. That might be too big. I think that would be pretty. This is one of the die cuts. Pop that one onto there. And that's another one. Using some of the stamps for the background. So I'll pop that one to one side. And then this time what we're going to do, I think we should just squidge it in. I know we're on an hour, but I'd really like to make the next one for you. Are you happy for me to make another one? See what you say. Let's pop this one. So that's the house card. I'm just going to cut. I thought I'd made one of these. Never mind. Never mind. Let's cut a card blank. Yes, make another. That's good. Right. So there's my card blank. Got that lovely score line. That gives you that. The trouble is, it's one of those that you just can't put it down. Once you get it out, you can't put it down. You just keep thinking of more and more things that you can do. Right, let's get all of them off. The good thing is that you get 2 of each. You see, what I do is stick some magnet on these. Get off. Okay. So now we need to choose a piece of paper to line the inside. So I want one with, on the last one, I use this one. If I show you this. So I need to do a different one. Maybe, see, I've used her on the other one, but it would work. So I think we'll go with this one just to show you the concept. I'm going to take both of those and I'm going to cut them at the same time. One there, one there. Now it is like right on the wire, but we can do it. So rather than do that, I'm going to put them onto my magnetic shim. Straight, Hazel. Okay. And then I'm going to get my paper. And it should be almost edge to edge, which it is. I'm going to lay it over, face down, and run that through my machine. And that gives me that piece and that piece. It's so pretty. And then I want one for the front and the back, so I'll choose another sheet of paper, which we could do I'm just looking through. Let's go for, I know which bit I'm looking for. We could do a plainer one, shall we? I don't know who I'm talking to myself. Let's just do the ombre because the colours go. How's that? And I'm going to do the same on there, so it just pops up. I can hear my little Milo whining. Thank you, Michelle. I've been doing my own nails. Very iridescent-y. Crack on. Lovely nails. See if I miss them, I think. That's good. Right. So now we've got those bits. If I take them dies off. And this is going to be like one of the quickest cards you've ever thought of. These are going to stick into here, like so. Now I could ink around them. I'm going to, because if, you know, like if you're going to do something, it really is, again, just by having that little bit of ink. I bet you can't even see me doing that, can you? When I'm sitting down, I can't see the camera and I forget. So I'm going to attach that one down. Get that equal crisp border. This is the kind of card that I feel like you need to see made because it's super easy, but sometimes you look and think, how do you do that with the mats and layers? I can't quite work it out. And I've made sure that I haven't used the thickest card, but I'm still going to be asking it to do quite a lot when I cut the aperture through. So I've got my front and my back inside, and then I'm going to pop this one onto here. Shall we do a little bit of, oh, go on then. That one. So where are we now? We're in January, aren't we? Nearly into Feb. Yeah. So what I'm going to try and do is get myself in a routine where I can do said day every week. But it's easier said than done. It's really hard because sometimes a stock doesn't arrive, or so I know I'm kind of like a lastminute.com kind of person when I post. But it's just the way it is with certain deliveries that we wait for. Sometimes stuff gets held up. Now I make sure to put a little bit of glue around there as well. Okay. Make sure that's right. Yeah, okay. So this is the front of my card. Now on the die set, you've got these two, which die cut out the window. And then you've got this one, which actually, if you put it in there, it fits in between those two dies. So we're going to pick this one to cut the aperture. And I'm just going to by eye it. Where's my tape? Come on, just get in the end. Right, so I'm going there. I'm just going to stick that down. I'm going to pop it onto there, and I'm going to keep it at the top because I'm just going to nip in and out so that everything doesn't have to go through the machine. I think it's through enough. Okay. So, has it cut through? Yes. Right. So what we've got here is 170, 170 and 300. 3, 4, 5, 640 GSM. So I'm going to be really careful with my tape because obviously it's had a lot of pressure going through the machine. But the good thing about it is if there's any sticky residue, just roll it, providing you've got clean fingers. And it'll come away. So that gives us that beautiful design. I mean, I could have done her a bit lower, couldn't I, so that we got her head in there, but I think that's cute. And then we've got our window. So if we open this up and pop, let me make sure I'm in the right place. Oh, don't fall. I don't know what's the matter with this. I don't know why. A tiny, thin bit of glue, as close to the edge as you can. You can tell I haven't got a steady hand, can't you? And then we're going to pop that one on there. Don't worry about that glue and just flip it over and look, make sure that it looks equal. And it does. So then I'm just going to use that. Give it a push. Make sure that that's in position. It will dry clear. There we go. And then I'm going to flip that over. How cute is that? I mean, you could just do lots of little houses. You could do like a little village. Just going to put that there, and then again, just right on that edge. I'll have to wipe some of that away because I've not done it the straightest. And then pop that one. Now this, did I miss the bottom of that? I'll have to just turn it sideways so I can see. Feel like I've done that one. That's it. Again, just give it a nice press down. I could have slipped some acetate in there, but I quite like the fact I've not done the crease so that I can open them, but that is a possibility. But you should really do that before you stick them in, but you can definitely, open those. Okay, so there's the front. Let's pop a little bit of a roof on there so we can have a bit of glue. And all of these elements are from that die set. Pop that one on the front. And then I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to put one on the back so it just mimics it. You are loving this collection. Thank you for your orders, by the way. I can see them coming through on the top of the iPad. Okay, so we've got our roof on the front and our roof on the back. Now, there's also a lovely shutter die. If I show you that one. This one here. I've gone ahead and cut some of those out in white, but what I'm going to probably do... two things. I can keep it in the die, like so, and go over with my blendy, like that, which gives me this kind of effect. Or, I'm going to do it on the reverse so that you can see. You can drag your pad down to make it look kind of rustic. Do you know what? I quite like the rustic look. Oh, I do. I like the rustic look. I'm going to do it on the back because of the cut of the card. It's just really, I like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. I need a bit of tissue. Not for me. Okay, this is the longest live I've done in a long time. Lots of longs. Okay, so the shutters are going to go just on the back there, but you've also got two little strips which are actually the window sills, so we can pop them on. I mean, if it was clever. Let me see if I'm in view. I could add a little bit of rustic on there as well. Pop that down. We're doing all right. Pop your windowsill on. Like so. Did I even put glue on that bit? It keeps popping up. So we'll pop the windowsill inside. Now, whether you want to die cut your elements, I did die cut elements for this, but I think actually we'll use the pad probably to add some stuff. Now, there is a hinge die in there. It's got like, can you see, little knobbles? It's a tiny little die, because you might get the die set and think, I don't know what that is. That one there, that's to make little hinges. Now, there's loads of different variations that you can do. What I would be inclined to do, because I didn't put them on my first one, if you wanted to, you could put, if I stick that like that, you could do it so that it hinges and you have these to open. I am actually just going to stick them on there. You could do it with foam pads if you wanted. And then afterwards, if you wanted to add the hinge, you could pop that on the top. And that's just going to sit on my windowsill. There. Sort of like halfway. So there are my shutters. Let me just show you one of them. So then you could put your hinge half on and half off. I've cut it in white. Realistically, I think that needs to be craft. So I'm not going to put them on at the minute, and I'll probably add them afterwards. So now we have got, what sort of foliages have we got? This is a die cut one, so I could probably put that one on. I could put some grass down the bottom there, couldn't I? And snip it off afterwards. Let's put some grass on. In fact, let's get some die cut. Can we see these? I'm going to go to the flowers. Here we go. We'll have some of these nice. We'll put a little bit of a design up the side. I feel like I'd like some lemon in there. Maybe this nice light pink one. There's so many to choose from. Right there. Let's put a little white one up there and a pink one. And I suppose let's just put a little frond maybe up there. See how we go with that. Okay, and I'm just going to go for glue. Give them a little bit of a shape. That one. I'm in a good position. Top of my house is off a bit. There. And then I'm actually going to put this little green die cut in there because it's going to match in with the grass that we put on. So I can just use that edge. And then I will trim it off the bottom. You could put a little picket fence along there if you wanted to. Right, let's get me scissors. I might have a look at those top ones in a minute. I've just got a few little, these are the stickiest scissors. There we go. So we've got a little bit of grass, and then maybe I might just keep it to the side. And then I could put like a little message at the top because there's plenty of little messages in there. Pop a couple of flowers down there. But you've seen how easy that is just to pop, make a little house card. I just think that it's such a beautiful, if I bring this one in, I've popped a sentiment on this one as well. But yeah, let's bring that up a little bit. I'm hoping that this doesn't slide. And bring in, I didn't quite get time to do a watercolour-y one, but this is my inspiration for you. I hope you've enjoyed the live, and then we've got this lovely one with the acetate. I think that's so pretty, which gives you all of these stamped images, and your bundle looks like this. You've got 2 A7, 2 A6 stamps, floral elements, house elements, the house card, die cut elements, design paper pad and mix paper pad. We've got it available as a bundle or separately. Go check out the website. Thank you so much. I'm going to spin you so that you can look at me. She thinks that's if it lets me. Whee, here we go. It might all slide round in a minute, but I don't know what's the matter with it. Massive thank you for joining me. It's been a lovely afternoon. Well, a lovely day, because we had a mixed meadery journaling workshop in the shop as well this morning. So all fabulous, great day. Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you. This will go onto YouTube and it will be saved at the top of the page. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.